What up? What up? It is Matt Baker. I'm here testing my new equipment. I finally got a decent camera. It's a Logitech 1080p. It's a lot better with the lighting. It's got a built-in zoom. I was trying to integrate it into my system here. I'm not sure exactly how it's working with the with my internet connection, everything, if it's going to flow through. So I'm just doing a basic breakdown here. Appreciate anybody who tunes in. By the way, maybe turn notifications on. I have 66,000 followers, and I don't know, collectively my last 5 posts I think maybe got 10 real comments. Most of them are just fake comments, like with either mostly investment bots. Used to be sex bots. Now it's like, hey, I've got this super amazing opportunity for you. I'm going to give $1,000 to the first 10 people. I have a trading maestro. Anyway, I wanted to see how that sound was coming out here. Let me see if I'm even coming through on the tubes here. I'm supposed to be broadcasting through multiple situations here. Yeah, it looks a lot clearer. Hopefully the sound sounds good. I guess seeing as you guys have tuned in, I'll give you a little something here. I was looking at some of these. I was building up. I'm going to be on with Alex Jones' son, Rex Jones, tomorrow evening. Probably create some kind of flyer for that. Hopefully get some people over there watching that. Rex is branching out, doing his own thing now. I was looking at these couple of things. This thing pissed me off. Everything pisses me off now. It's pretty annoying. Let's have a look at this real quick here. If I can share this screen, share the screen. Is it, I guess it's this one. That's the small guy. Yeah. So this is incredible here. So I don't know if you heard about this, but, it's official. Traffic lights with 4 colors are now a new white light are coming. They will change the way you drive forever. Aren't you excited? Aren't you so excited? So I wonder how much they're going to get paid, whoever's got the contract, because are they going to change every single light in America? Have you any idea how much that's going to cost? A lot of fucking money. They're going to have to put new signs up, and they have to do campaigns. So if you want to know what the white light's for, apparently the lights are going to be hooked up to AI, and they're going to be hooked up to individual driverless cars. And if there's enough driverless cars in and around the intersection, the driverless cars will take over the intersection, and they will run traffic for everybody else. And so when the white light goes on, that means AI is in control. And apparently the thing you're supposed to do is just follow the car in front of you. Don't even, don't look, red, white, doesn't matter. AI has it under control. It's a white light. You just go towards the light, and that's all great now. So whether you want to drive with an AI car running your decisions or not, whether you want an AI car deciding whether you go forward, left, or right, now you're not going to have a choice, because anytime you hit a traffic light, if there's more than a few cars that have the driverless ability, they're going to decide what the traffic light is going to do. Isn't that nice? And then somebody's going to actually have to go around and replace every single motherfucking traffic light in the entire universe. And I guarantee they're not just going to add a white one, because they have to add the whole box. They have to have it control all the other lights. They have to have the system set up to communicate with the cars. So how much is this going to cost? I don't even know yet, but that's just something I noticed that was pissing me off. Let's have a look at what else pisses me off. Let's see here. Well, I posted this up and people said, it looks great. I mean, I was like, it's demonic. Straight up demonic. And this is before this one came out. So we've got the demonic action here. And if you're wondering if it's demonic or not, just go ahead and look at these little mini nubby horns it's got. It's the AI beast that was locked in and trapped inside, and now it's shattered the screen and it's coming out to you. They did this a giant concert out by the pyramids, which looked pretty sick actually overall, because you have the giant pyramids and you have the laser show. But of course, they had to make it demonic, and they had this big giant thing. They also had this other demonic entity that was chained down by light, and then it broke through, and they had all these Illuminati symbols. They had the double pillars. They did the sigil of Satan with the lasers, and everybody made fun of me saying, "Oh, that's not demonic. Oh, that looks sick." I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd like to go to a concert at the pyramids, but they just have to work this demonic shit into it, don't they? There's just no escape. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. It just came out, The Substance. Now, in the beginning, it was like, okay, it's kind of Black Mirror. It's a little funny, you know, this and that. There's this hot chick. She dances around. And then eventually it's kind of like Dorian Gray. She like trades her cuteness. The other person gets old while the other person gets young. I don't want to ruin it, but please don't watch it, because by the end of it, there's like a half an hour of just people's head like chopping off, and boils exploding, and fucking people popping out of each other's necks and bleeding and spraying blood. And it was like, it's like, you know, okay, you see like, you know, Game of Thrones or something, somebody gets their head lopped off. Okay, you move on. It's not just like 30 minutes of just pure MK Ultra, just mind control, just bullshit. It's so gnarly. So yeah, it's just pure MK Ultra shit. If you watch, probably avoid watching that. At first you'd be like, okay. At the end I was like, okay, so this is all like good. She's gonna wake up and realize that she's happy the way she was, and she didn't want to take this, you know. I thought it was maybe a trip, but no, it wasn't a trip. Everything that happened. It's just totally just the most satanic, evil, fucking gnarly bullshit, with about 30 minutes of just pure mind numbing, just grotesque blood and gore, which is beyond the realms of anything there. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? October 13th. Yeah, I was you see this ever? I don't know if you guys caught this, but this is pretty badass. Tom Cruise, he stopped the Hollywood studios shutting down during COVID. It's a story. I had seen it a long time ago, but it's pretty badass. Check this little clip out. It's so hilarious. It makes you look at Tom Cruise in a little bit of a different light.
Did you guys see how Tom Cruise conned everyone out of COVID and back in theaters and working? Did you hear about this?
No.
This is crazy. When everything was shutting down and everyone's like scared to do productions during COVID and the pandemic, he called up another studio and he lied.
This is what I really did. I called the studio. I was like, yeah, you guys shooting? He's like, no, we can't. We're all shut down for that. I said, oh, wow. I said, you know, we're shooting our movies. And they're like, what?
He was like, oh, no, we're still filming. No, we're all green lights. We're good to go. So then that studio was like, well, Tom Cruise is filming.
So I called back a week later and I was like, how's it going? They said, oh, yeah, we're shooting our films. I said, because we're coming out next summer.
And then that studio talked to another one. And then he came back to his studio after they started filming. And he went, look, they're filming.
And then I called the studio that I was working with. I said, look, all these guys are making movies. We got to make movies. And I just kept everyone working throughout. So they were like, okay, we got to make movies.
He fucking just chess moved everybody back into production.
That's awesome.
He basically reinvigorated cinema during the pandemic by conning people.
It was the mission he chose to accept.
And the whole Les Grossman angle, whoever worked that in, is fucking classic. Tropic Thunder. That is one thing I do agree with Elon on. Tropic Thunder is one of the most hilarious movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I'd say watch it again if you know, because it really is just so hilarious. It's quite hilarious. I'm trying to work out my different angles here. So anyway, let's pull up another video here. I was just cruising through. Like I said, this is just a test. You know, I'm so sick. I've been on all these shows all these years. I wish I had got a better camera. All the times I've been on InfoWars, you know, after the Charlie Kirk thing, everyone's like, what is this filmed on, a potato? Look at this potato camera. And I'm like, oh God, that's me. I have a potato cam. And now I have 1080p, so it's a little bit nicer. I don't have 4K, but honestly, I don't think I'm good looking enough for 4K. And I don't think my studio is dope enough for 4K yet. So maybe in the future. And probably streaming. It'll be might be a little bit less glitchy. Let me know what you guys think, what you're using. I'm using the Logitech. It's like a 1080p thing. I actually asked Rock what to do. It gave me like a breakdown of all the different ones. And by the end, it's like, just get it. And it was pretty easy to set up. And then for some reason, I had trouble downloading the app, but it's pretty cool too, because I can actually in the app. I'll just give you a quick show here. So I can actually zoom in and zoom out now, built into the thing. And not only that, I can pan and zoom like in the deal. So if my, my background's a little weird, or, you go on a show and the host's head's all the way to the top. I always like to have my head even and a similar size to the people on the thing. And then sometimes they have a lot of headroom, and if they have a lot of headroom, then, you can, you can zoom it up, zoom it down. But anyway, so you can use it. See, it's pretty nice. So, pretty clean. And it's not even just about the detail of the camera. It's like, I have a pretty low light situation here in my studio, and I don't really want people have these ring lights. I can't deal with ring lights, man. I don't know. I've got blue eyes, and just bright lights in my eyes. They just start watering and I'm blinking the whole time. It's just not cool. So I can't do that. So this like lower light, dreamy setting is a lot more my style. And so yeah, there's that. The what is it? The C920 HD webcam. It's pretty decent. It was like less than $100, and I got it off Amazon. It actually, I ended up getting a refurbished one because I didn't want to wait. I wanted to have it cleaned up for when I'm on with Rex Jones News, I think it is. I forget what's his handle. What's Rex's handle here? I'm gonna make sure we work up a little thing tomorrow. Leave in the comments, what do you want us to talk about tomorrow? Obviously, we talk about some Charlie Kirk. We'll talk about some Israel. Rex, there it is, right there. Rex Jones News with a Z. Rex Jones News. Be on with him. Really stoked. Saw him out at the American Liberty Awards. Totally chill dude. Chip off the old block. It's kind of cool because he has different. His outlook on Israel is different. His outlook on healthcare is different. He's just not exactly a clone, but I got to tell you, when you hear him talking about supplements, it's kind of mind-boggling. I don't know if they sent him off to supplement school or what the hell they did to him, but man, like, motherfucker knows some shit. He knows about Krebs cycles and ATP cycles and oxygen uptake and fucking all these different receptors. And I can tell when he's doing it, he's not reading off notes. He's doing it legit. Now, where are my bookmarks? Okay. I don't know if there's any new Charlie Kirk. So let's have some funny shit. I have a folder called funny shit. What have I got in funny shit? Have you guys seen these Nostromo Core? Nobody, it gets no views, but it's so hilarious, man. Of all the AIs, he manages to keep Fat Vance. He keeps Fat Vance the same in all these videos. It's pretty badass. I don't know how he does it. Now let's have a look at this. Like this cracks me up right here. Let's get some sound in it.
And he has taken every shot. Come on, then, keep on coming. Ramirez ripping the body now. Uppercut. Vance just big jab from Ramirez right on the nose, and Vance eats it like breakfast. How is this guy still standing? He is literally in a three-piece suit, and he has taken every shot. Come on, then, keep on coming. Ramirez ripping the body now. Uppercut. Vance just big jab from Ramirez right on the nose.
Fat Vance is just too funny for me. Let's see here. I'm skipping around here. What else did we got? There's my traffic lights bullshit. There's the demonic thing going over there. Oh yeah, by the way, remember everybody was saying this is bullshit. I don't know if you guys remember my epic rant. You are the cancer that is tearing this nation apart. Kerry Lake, when Kerry Lake was running. So they've actually done, and they found breaking Arizona 2022 election. Here are Katie Hobbs and her co-conspirators. So Katie Hobbs herself is in there fucking with the voting machines during the election. Adrian Fontes, illegal breaking into sealed Maricopa County Dominion voting machines after they had been tested, reprogramming memory cards, and reinstalling them. Are you fucking kidding me? And here we are in America, the country where nobody is ever ever held accountable for anything unless you're like a granny at J6. Then you go to jail for the rest of your life. Or even if you're Trump and you claim your business is worth more than they think it is, then you go to jail for the rest of your life, you know, or some crackhead woman whose name, her cat Pussy, and laughs about how much she fantasizes about rape, gets no conviction on the rape charge and then gets a defamation because he said he didn't rape her, you know. And then you got Alex Jones, he gets a summary judgment. Now they're doing the same thing to Mike Lindell. Isn't that special? Let's see what's on the interwebs here. We'll just cruise it live this time. How do we do this on here while I'm here? Just home, I guess. Home on the range. What do we got here? Let's see. Sacramento, stolen election mail. What do you know? The Democrats are stealing mail-in ballots and fucking them up again. And so this, there's two issues. The Proposition 50, which they're basically going to redistrict every single fucking county in California. I think in Texas too, maybe some of these other counties, but it's I know it's a California law, but so they're basically drawing lines from the beach where they're high population density into inland. So they're basically taking over these inland areas with communist voters. So even though these people go, I don't want to live in the city, I'm going to move out in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to get away from them. They have these red districts where they're not doing the transgender thing, where they're cooperating with ICE. But oh no, they got to have little population density centers, and they're going to send out and have people living in the city in communist districts voting in like the sticks in the middle of nowhere. That's the gerrymandering that's going on. And then the other one is voter ID, which obviously, why in the fuck would you not want voter ID? Because it's racist. Black people are too stupid to have IDs, which in itself is racist. And now the new one, I saw this lady, she was out there. I'm actually going to be collecting signatures on this. The new one is women who've been married, they can't do it because if they have to change their name. And, I know people that have been married, not married, and married again, and still have never had a problem voting one single time. The mailer comes to the house, they send it off, no problem. So there's that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, what's this? Book of Revelation? Oh, is this looks like it looked like the Hannibal Directive was what it looked like to me. Let's see. I saw Alex Jones was live. What's he going on about? Do they finally shut the studio down or not? Trying to figure that out. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I didn't really have a full-on show planned here. I do appreciate you guys checking in because, like I said, nowadays going live is like the only thing that ever does anything for me. You know, I go out to cover the Charlie Kirk thing. I just reposted the full video of hours of footage of all of the different people on the floor, all of the different people talking about Charlie Kirk, Britt Sue, all these different people, big, huge people, Scott Pressler, Brick Sue, I can't even think of all the names off the top of my head. Alex Stein, you're just like all these A-listers, not one single comment, not one. It's got like 800 views or something. I got 166,000 followers. Yeah. Okay. I had an old Instagram account that had like 1,000 at one point and had more interaction. It's unbelievable. Let's see what Alex Jones is going on about right now. He says he's live right now. Oh, this is old. This is not current. Not current. So let's see here. Back to my bookmarks. Let's see the Charlie Kirk situation. What do we get here? Some funny Zionism things. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, no. I keep all of these things in this folder just in case I need them. Let's talk about Candace Owens, shall we?
But there was another person in this never-ending brand new cast of characters that was also involved in this story. And this person in an email insisted to me, medical examiner, state you tips at Candace Owens.
Important. Here you can see the back.
Deidre Weiss was another.
Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing with so Candace, I was posting her stuff and I'm just like, Yeah, so she's got these text messages, and then she gets the text messages, and then people say, oh, that's not true, and she posts the screenshots, that's not true. Then they come out, they admit it's true. And one after another, she's been kind of like leading this on, where she puts out a story, and then she tells people, and then she has the proof. And here's the problem. She now comes out and she says she knows for a fact that Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck, in the front, and she knows for a fact that it stopped in his spinal column. Now, how in the hell could you know for a fact? You weren't there. You didn't take the autopsy. The people that even took the autopsy mean that the body could have been messed up in the car if the people who were bringing him to the doctor were in on it, which it appears a lot of them may have been, with the way they're cleaning up the crime scene, the fact that there's no blood on their hands. Apparently, either there is no blood, or they're certainly not trying their hardest to save Charlie's life. You would think they'd be grabbing hats, grabbing cloth, trying to get down in there, stop the bleeding. No. And that's funny. Brian Matta just pointed out that, Erica Kirk, I really don't want to go in on Erica Kirk, but she's using the same exact detail that completely flubbed and possibly even covered up for Charlie's death. That's weird. But anyway, all of a sudden, Candace knows this 100% for a fact. And if you watch the video, there's no way that a bullet hit his spine and stopped. Like if it went through his neck, okay, you can see hits the meat, comes out. Like if a full bullet hits you in the neck, your neck's going to go out. If you look at the footage over and over again, I'm not going to play it, but you will see his neck does not move backwards at all. In fact, it moves up, which I pointed out. I still think it's plausible that he got shot from below, or that he got shot in the neck from his right-hand side over near the bush there, the fern, as they call it. But anyway, we'll probably never know the answer, and we probably spent a million days of our lives poring over all these videos and being MK Ultra, watching Charlie Kirk bleed out a million times in a row in a giant ritual on top of a menorah in a college. And yeah, it's pretty scary stuff. And anyway, like I said, I don't know that that's ever really going to come out. I don't know that we're ever really going to get to the bottom of it. I really do appreciate everybody looking into it. Appreciate what Ryan's doing. I appreciate what Candace is doing, but it scares me because all of a sudden she's taking time off, and now she knows for a fact. It reminds me of Kash Patel or Bongino. It's like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm getting to the bottom of it. Yeah, go. And then the minute he gets in, he's like, yeah, Epstein killed himself. Oh, yeah, no, there's no Epstein files. It's like, she's like, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Oh, yeah, he got shot from the front. And it was single bullet, and they found the bullet, and it stopped in his spine, and everything's true. And I know it for 100% factual truth. Like, how could you know that? You can't know that. First of all, they didn't do a proper autopsy. If they claim they did do an autopsy, they didn't do an autopsy. But apparently they flew out the body before. So multiple hands are on the body. You don't know what the medical examiner did, who she's calling into question here, who I might be from a certain nation. And then, when you get there, then it's like, unless you put your finger in the hole, and even then, like you could make a hole. And I'm not saying that it's not possible, that there could be some evidence, but the idea that it's 100% a fact and she knows it, and then all of a sudden she goes missing, she's off the air, that's just weird, isn't it? And then Charlie's wife now is using the same team that completely fucked up. I mean, he had a large team. It wasn't just only 3 guys, So why would you have the exact same 3 guys running the situation if they were involved in accidentally allowing a person to shoot your husband from a few thousand yards away in what should have been a perfectly easy, visible spot with all those roofs? You would think, let's check the roofs, shall we? No. Hey, let's stop the bleeding, shall we? No. Hey, let's not fuck up the crime scene, shall we? No. Hey, like one after another things that they didn't do that they should have done. And, to this day, we still never got the footage from the cameras. She's seen them, though. Candace has seen them. So it makes me wonder, either she's a limited hangout and a Pied Piper, or she got shown the Zapruder film from the other angle, or another option is she's totally innocent. She believes the information she's been fed, and it's very easy for intelligence agencies to basically get you. And they give you a small piece of information. They go, look, we got this leak. It's coming out. You're like, all right, I'm putting it out. You put it out. Everyone calls you crazy. then they give you the proof. And they're like, see. And then pretty soon you become the center of the story, like Candace is, right? And then another thing comes out. Oh, no way, Candace. There's no way that's true. That's bullshit. And then it's like, then the proof comes out. And then at the very end, you just give them the poison pill. You give them the wrong piece of information, and everyone believes because she's been right all along. You know, it's like, how easy is it for an intel agency to do that to you? It's equivalent to like bookies do it sometimes. They'll leak stories about like a race. Like they'll tell a big bettor, you know, oh, you got to, you know, bet on always Charlie, you know, on Sunday and to be placed first in the second race. And you put the money on. Oh my God. It came out 4-1. Sweet. I just made a bunch of money. Next day, same guy comes up, gives you the tip. Here's the tip. Then you get all the money. And then at the end, you're like, dude, this is the big one. This is the big one. 100-1, bro. This is the last bet you'll ever have to make. Pull out all your money. And then when it goes, oopsie, you know, Sunny Day Johnson doesn't come in first in the next race. And you go, I don't know what happened. I mean, what are you going to say? This guy gave me a tip and didn't come true. Well, tell that to the bookie who's going to break your legs if you don't pay him. So it's very easy. It's very simple to give people good information, keep giving good information, wrap the truth, wrap the lie in the truth, and then feed them the lie. But, you know, as Nick Fuentes says, I mean, the Candace Owens thing is a little weird. You know, she dates a guy over Zoom who happens to be part of British royalty and then gets married like instantaneously. That's a little weird, you know, and she's definitely connected. We all know that. Like I say, I've liked everything she's doing, but the whole time she's like, we want to know. We're not sure. We want to know. We're looking into it. I just can't imagine if you can tell me anything that could prove 100% a fact that Candace would know for a fact weeks after the fact. And then she says she's known it for like a week. So she's like letting all these other conspiracy theories go while she knows for a fact. And then she decides not to tell you why she knows for a fact, but she's just leaving the air for a couple of weeks. So at the same time that she basically leads everybody on, gets everybody ramped up, and at the end goes, nothing to see here. Epstein killed himself. It's all no big deal. You know, there is no Epstein files, you know, just go back to sleep. And then she just leaves the air just to let the story die down. And then now it's Israel talks, and now it's, you know, Black Lives Matter, and now it's ICE raids. And slowly the news cycle is turning, and slowly the people are going, well, I guess that was that. We gave it a good try. You know, at least, you know, Ryan Matt is out there still putting out information. And now a lot of the information Ryan gets is, you know, conjecture by me, by other people. And sometimes it's proven wrong. But hey, all this stuff goes on the record. And in the end, it's going to be very important to have. And a lot of people say this is going to hurt the prosecution because what are you doing? Well, if a person on a laptop can come out and poke holes in the story, who's to say that the prosecutor can't poke these exact same holes, or the defense lawyer can't poke these exact same holes in the story after looking at it? And so the person who's doing the defense or the person who's prosecuting already knows these are possible explanation, you know, like, well, what about the shooter behind? What about underneath? What about this? What about that? So if anything, they're now prepared for all of these questions. It's like opposition research they're doing. And at the same time, we are living in a country where you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, unless you're Alex Jones or Mike Lindell or a granny at the J6. So if the guy's guilty, let him be guilty. And if they can prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt, which they hopefully have some real evidence, or they're still working on doctoring it up. You know, they could have like thousands of people looking at the footage, knowing we're going to find freaking flaws in it. You know, are they going to release that few seconds of where Tyler shot on the roof that was within the camera angle? We all know was within the camera angle of that camera that they just accidentally cut out that moment. And then at the end, the very last minute, they'll release those few seconds and they'll be like, oh, case closed. But then you forget that you could never tell if it was Tyler on the roof. You could never see the gun. Okay. So just because there's a guy named Tyler, just because there's a guy on a roof that didn't have a gun, maybe he'll have a gun by then. Maybe they'll get the AI straight. They'll run it through a couple of regenerations and you won't even be able to tell the difference. I mean, if you see these AI videos that are going around now, there's really it's especially you say, oh, you could tell it's AI. Well, if you take a video of it and then you upload it to something and then you copy that, after a few copies, I don't think you're going to be able to tell. Pretty soon there's going to be ways around it. And there'll be AI that will fool the AI. They'll be designed specifically to put artifacts and things in that you would notice specifically from that particular type of camera, specifically from that particular day and that lighting, you know. And we still never got answers why there's no shadow on the roof. We still never really, I'm still not completely convinced about. Ryan says there's a reason why the chair goes through the table. I've looked at it a bunch of times. I really can't see it in my mind. I'll go back and I'll try to check that out again. If anybody has a good video that explains why that chair goes through the table, I would like to see it, because I heard Ryan explain it and it just didn't do it for me. Let's see here. What do we got in Zionism? Can anyone explain? There's some funny. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm sure you guys all saw the Matt Gaetz thing where you get a QR code and the donors come in and they scan you and give you money if you're a good goy. Have you seen this? Let's hear Matt. See, hopefully Matt's legit. You know, you got people like Steve Friend and these guys. They're the whistleblowers. See, how easy is it for the deep state? You just have people who are always whistleblowing. And then when the people say, I don't trust Bongino anymore, you go, well, we'll put our whistleblower in. And then the whistleblower, people, I don't trust him anymore. And then you bring out the new whistleblower. So they always have another guy who used to work with the agency, and he's the new guy that you can really trust this time. You know what I'm saying? Hate to black pill, but, you know, I haven't seen much positivity. We'll see. Hopefully this Gaza situation is going away, but I haven't even posted like a yay on it because I just know it's going to, you know, in my mind, it's going to collapse or it's going to turn to shit one way or another. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, I've just been seeing so much negative shit and so long here. But let us see. Oh, Matt. I like Matt just because his name's Matt too. It just kind of makes me like him a little bit more.
You have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go. Your committee chairman all tell you have to go. And you get there and you wear this name badge. And I remember there's a QR code on it. And what we were to go, and you get there and you wear this. I remember my first APAC reception, and like your fundraiser tells you have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go, your committee chairman all tell you have to go, and you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it. And what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like on the spot. And so can you just imagine how demoralizing that is to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup on the way out of the meeting.
I mean, it's literally purchasing.
Right. And so I saw that and I was like, wow, that is so freaking weird. And then, you know, I was in Israel. I went multiple times, and I did not like the fact that I found someone in my room rooting around in my stuff that should not have been there at the King David Hotel when I came back to my room when no one was expecting me to be back in my room. And I just
presumably Israeli law enforcement.
Well, I don't know who it was. I just thought, like, this is weird. All of these things combined are odd, and then the policy outgrowth seems to be an obsession about the Middle East that has not served my generation well. I just don't.
I believe that's clear. I believe that is clear, Matthew. And yeah, he's, you know, did he get honeypotted by Israel? What really happened? Yeah. So anyway, I'm probably going to bail because I told my wife that I was just going to check this camera, and I've been having fun because there's quite a few people on here, and I really do appreciate y'all tuning in. Next time I will try to plan a show. Let me know any feedback. If you would put not feedback in the chat, put it in the actual post itself. And basically, if you like the camera, if you think something sucked, or what you're using, or if you think I need something else, also what you want to hear from Rex Jones, Alex Jones' son, tomorrow, and or me, and I will do some research and I will start talking about it. And we'll get into it. So I appreciate you. I'm trying not to be on Potato Vision any longer. Hopefully my voice sounds clear and crisp and concise, and my my eyes are somewhat visible, and you can see that I didn't shave You can see my dreads. Anyway, let's see what we got here. There's one or two things. I'll just put this. I'm gonna work on my background style here. I'm gonna get rid of this side camera, go into full mode here. Media assets, and I got down here. I want to play this video again. I just really thought it was funny. Shout out to Wars of the Info. Wars of the Info. He makes these great AI commercials. If you listen to InfoWars or anything like that, you'll see he plays these commercials. He put me in one of them as a Klingon. I don't know if you've seen it before, but if you haven't, here, I want to play it one more time. It's pretty hilarious.
Alex and his crew journey to planet Turmeric. Greeted by the leader who offers the golden gift of health, the crew loads the ship with radiant turmeric bound for Earth. Their mission is clear: bring strength, vitality, and balance to the people. From the stars to your home, it's the golden treasure of wellness. Fuel your body, power your future.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on staying on here. Anybody who just jumped on, I do apologize. I will be going live tomorrow. I forget the time. I think it's in the evening, where I want to say around maybe 6 o'clock, but it could be Central Time, so it might be around 4. And my phone's dead, so I can't figure it out. But I'm going to post it in the morning. No one will see it because I'm completely and utterly shadow banned. Please, like, go and put notifications on, or check my page, or comment on, just for the sake of it. The algorithm has me so fucked. It's like I've never seen a page with so many followers with like 0 engagement. It makes you just want to just say fuck you, everyone, and just go touch grass and forget the internet ever even existed. But I got a new camera now, so I got to come back and I got to weigh in on all these topics that are driving us mad and are, in their very essence, demonic.